It's your boy Dark Will Algo here again. Just an end of the week recap. Sent out a video at the beginning of the week with what my expected moves were for the futures market, and this is just to kind of recap to see where things went. At the beginning of the week, right, we were in this area here. I said that we were looking for the 141 touch off of the current move up, and then if we were to retrace down to the 618, we would look for a move right back up into the 141, possibly the 127 when we hit that move. So a couple things. So we've got this initial move here that you can see from this low to this high. We retraced back to the 618, and then we actually hit the 100% extension of this initial move here. All right, so this move is complete. We can start looking for maybe a little push higher up into, we almost hit 5,000. We just tapped it. So with this spinning, kind of a spinning top indecision candle going into today, I'm going to have to readjust and maybe relook at things. We were really close to being pretty extended out on this on the ES. All right, moving on to the NQ. Let's see how this worked out for this week. All right, so we're going from the low to the high. 100% extension on that was hit as well. In this current move here from this low to this high, we retraced, held the 50% line. So we're looking at a continuation move up to here, right? At the beginning of the week, we had tapped this. We retraced perfectly to the 618 from this current move, and we're working our way back up to the 127, 1618 at about 18,000. We did tap out at this 141, which, like I said, if you don't use it for your fibs, add it to your fibs and see how often price interacts with that. A lot of times price will jump right through the 127, it'll tap out of the 1414, retrace back down to an area of support, and then continue to move upwards. So that is the this longer term move here. Pretty decent, lot of resistance at the 70 or 746 level. Nice solid tap at 618, retrace, and then I would anticipate if we can get a break above previous high, we would launch up into 18,024, 32 area. That's in the NQ. What's up here next? YM, kind of the same thing. Nice move up, pull back, on this existing move up. We retraced to the 618. We came up. We hit the longer term 1414. Well, almost hit it. I mean, that's a good target, right? So everybody targets 127. We hit the 127 and went a little bit further. On this shorter move here from this low, which I should... Oh, sorry. Thought I had this nailed. There we go. All right. Couple dollars makes a big difference. So YM, nice move up, retrace 618, came up, 127 got hit, right? Profit taking, a little move back up to the 1414, stopped right on that level, more profit taking, and then a continued move up. I would anticipate this area being pretty heavy resistance. If you notice this kind of spinning top, I guess I don't know what kind of candle they call this, but definitely made a nice little run for it. I'll refib everything for next week, later on this week, or this weekend. All right, the Russell, right? We were looking at a downwards move for that. It moved down. We had a nice move up to here. Little fib retrace. Did not close above the 312 from this move down. So this move down is still valid in the Russell, because if you get the candle closes, if the candle, more than half of the candle closes below the 318, then it invalidates the move. So this move held. I would look for more continuation down on the Russell over the next little while. This is going to be choppy for a little bit, right? This is the weekly move here. We came down, right? We didn't close below this, so this is just all consolidation or indecision. So we're stuck between a 382 and a 382, right? The move down, retrace 382 held, move up, retrace 382 held. So choppiness. All right, next up, gold. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, this has got some potential setting up here, but kind of the same thing. Had to move down, held the 382, right? So we're looking for continued move down. On this move here, we retraced, right, above the 382 and closed. So may look for a continuation move back up to retest this. It's kind of a not a flag, but this looks like consolidation, right? Definitely some pretty decent moves. We've got a gap here that's going to need to be filled at some point. You know, there's that saying that all gaps need to be filled, so I would keep an eye on this level here. Rising wedge. I'm just going to stay away from gold for a little bit. Crude. Lots of stuff going on with crude this week. Moved down, right? Retraced back up to the 382. The candle closed above it. Continued sell-off on this smaller move here, right? We got the 1618 extension, came back, the 382 held. So if this is going to be a longer term move up, we can anticipate a move back up to the 50% retrace from this downward move, and possibly, I mean, that would be asking a lot. This does look like an inverse head and shoulders, so I'll keep an eye on crude next week for what that potential move will be. Again, I'll update it this weekend. And then finally, come on. All right, old ZB, the 30-year, right? Move up, right? Move up, retraced. So on this initial move up, we had a pullback and the 1618 was tapped, right? And then we've got this retracement from this low to this high, right? Came down, held the 50% retracement from this longer term move, tried to make a move back up, got hit by this downside move, which is here. So if we're looking at the downside move, right, it retraced to the 50%, hit the 1414, consolidated, and then came back up, tapped through the 318, but didn't close below it. So I'm looking for a continued downside move on bonds, right? Will it extend to this 1618 level? Possibly. All right, next up, the old yen, right? Pretty measured move there. Kind of call that downside move, retrace to the 618, that held. Longer term move to that 1414, a little bit of a pullback, push through. Possibly move down to here. If this holds, then I'll look for a move back up to the 618, and then we'll do a fib up towards it. All right, that's it. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, and have a great weekend. Talk to y'all soon.